Canary Street Press and HarperAudio present Let Me Be the One by Lori Foster. Performed by Marni Penning. To Lori Edwards, an awesome reader who answered my Facebook request for information on dogs. I often put requests on my wall whenever I'm writing a new book, and I'm always writing a new book. Lori introduced Blue, her beautiful German Shepherd, to me, and he inspired the hero's pet. I hope you enjoy the book, and I especially hope you enjoy Blue, his adorable head tilts, and his protective nature. Thank you, Lori Edwards. Give Blue some hugs from me. Lori Foster. Chapter 1. Using a forearm, Tanner Patrick swiped the sweat and dirt away from his eyes. The sun had already set low in the sky, leaving everything in shadows, but the unseasonable spring heat wave remained. Starting at 6 a.m. and working through dinner had left him ready for a shower, something more substantial than a sandwich, and then an ice-cold beer. With Blue at his side, his tools in a wagon, Tanner headed past the trees toward the house. "It's a freaking horror movie," was whispered somewhere to his right, in his woods. After all the recent rains, the honeysuckle, black locust, and ash trees made the trails nearly impenetrable. Giving mixed signals, his German Shepherd, Blue, went alert with a low growl, but at the same time swished his tail through the air. Tanner quickly put a hand to his collar. Shh. Obediently, the dog quieted, sat at attention, and perked his ears. "It's not that bad." "No, it's worse. The house is probably rat-infested. I heard rodents in the yard." "I think those might have been chickens." Tanner cocked an eyebrow. Who the hell confused chickens with rats? "Come on, Callie. You can't mean to actually live here." "Actually, I can, because I do." "Live here? On his property? Like hell." "You're always so damned stubborn. And you're being a nag. God, Glory, I didn't even ask you to come along." So, Callie and Glory? The women clearly didn't understand how voices carried on the evening air. "Oh, I like that. You know you wanted me here, and you know you're being outrageous." The intruding voices were most definitely female, and they were getting closer. "Ow, damn it! My shirt just caught on something." "Thorns, probably. Did you see the size of those things on that tree?" And then, with a grumble, "I have little sticky things all over me now." Probably the thorns of a honey locust tree, Tanner thought. They were so long and needle-sharp they could be weapons. As a kid, he'd been wounded by them more than once. Thankfully, they weren't as plentiful as the black locust or ash trees, though the ash trees brought problems of their own. The little sticky things had to be burrs. Whoever had gotten into them was going to have a hell of a time getting them out of their clothes. "It's getting dark, and we're in the boondocks. They probably have alligators." "In Kentucky? I expect to see some crazed person wielding a chainsaw at any moment." Tanner glanced at the large chainsaw in his wagon. An evil grin tipped the corners of his mouth, and he decided, why not? He had no idea who the intruders were, but the roar of a saw ought to send them running. "You have a wild imagination, Glory." "And you don't? Come on, Callie, let's go home." "No. I want to see the property, all of it. I need to know what I'm dealing with." "You're dealing with a mess." "Agreed. Although the mess is Sutter, a wedding I don't want, and everyone trying to tell me what I should do." There was a moment of silence. "Don't you think that whole thing with Sutter could be a simple misunderstanding?" "No." In the driest tone he'd heard from Callie so far, she said, "I didn't imagine seeing his dick in her hand." Tanner choked. "Shh! Did you hear that?" "I hear you trying to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?